guys, welcome. Hi, welcome. Just realized that I have a thing with these two things. It's gonna be difficult to cook. Let me fold it up. Hello. You know, I just had a massive anxiety attack. I was outside. Hi Sherry. Hi everyone. I was outside listening to this Italian band that I used to listen to when I was in my 20s, or a little bit earlier actually. But anyway, and I don't know why I was outside, and I don't know if it's the shorts. Oh no, I don't judge Uber Eats, Mindy. I don't know. I don't know if it's the shorts or if it's the, I don't know. I just had this massive anxiety attack, and it was weird. So I'm glad that I'm here with you guys. Welcome. I know, before we get into cooking, I think Shelly, last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago, her father was going for prostate cancer checkup. So I don't remember, I think it was Shelly. If Shelly's here, or if you hear from Shelly, if you see her popping up and I don't, please remind me so I can tell her. Oh, I love those. I love the look.
Not
Come
yet.
here. They need to see you.
Not yet.
I love the
Hang on
look.
1 second. Hang on 1 second.
I don't know. Yeah, but I think that, probably anxiety is something that we're all having lately. It's just been, oh, Shelly, it's you. How's your father, Shelly? Eating pasta and veggies with my granddaughter. That's so sweet.
Somebody took all the outlet space.
Let's take a deep breath.
You look great. Were you having a panic?
No, I don't know. I just had, and I'm actually sweating too, but I need to turn the oven on. I don't know. I just had this massive anxiety attack. I was outside listening to a little bit of music for 5 minutes before walking in. And
What were you listening to?
that Blue Vertigo, that band that we listened to the other day.
Oh,
So
yeah.
anyway, we have a lot of stuff to cook tonight. I want to just give you a little bit of an outlook. So I shifted things around. We're gonna make 3 crostini, 2 savory and 1 sweet. The first one will be with sauteed kale and fresh tomatoes and some shaved pecorino on top. The second one, then I actually prepared a cup for you. You just need to heat up the water. The second one, so first one is going to be sauteed kale with fresh tomato and shaved pecorino. Then, oh, great to hear, Shelly. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah, I remembered it, and then I meant to write it down, then I forgot, but I'm glad that I remembered. So the second one is going to be this amazing, I'll guide you through the steps of how I made these roasted chickpeas and navy beans with herbs and smoked paprika that we're gonna mash. And they're, oh, this smells so good. I'll guide you through it when we get there. I had to make it in advance, but I am absolutely going to walk you through every step because this is delicious. So we have that, and then we're going to have probably some fava beans if we have the time, but the big star today is going to be a crostino that will have this very special, it's called Echo Mountain Blue Rouge Creamer from Rouge Creamery's raw milk. Is raw milk, aged 60 days.
I like milk.
And it's basically a mountain blue cheese with goat milk and cow and goat. But we're going to pair it with the first peaches of the season, drizzled honey, and amaretto cookies with blue cheese. I'm very excited because my favorite desserts in restaurants is when you have gourmet cheese with, Alice got a southern accent. Is when I have gourmet cheese with honey, I think it's the best dessert you can have. So what about a beautiful crostino made with homemade sourdough bread with fresh peaches, blue cheese, and drizzled honey and amaretto? It's gonna be amazing, believe me. I mean, I never made it before, so. Let's start with the kale, okay? So let's get one reason why I really wanted to make this episode on crostini, it's because I really, I'm going to soon start partnering with Oxfam America, and which makes me very proud and very it's really a dream come true to be able to do something that beautiful. And one of the things that we really want to work on is the importance of eating sustainably and in line with why am I having like hot flashes and to really care for what we eat and where we get it, okay? So I want to show how vegetables don't have to be the boring thing that you have to eat. So I talked a little bit about it the other day on a video when I was making kale bruschetta. I think it's so, there's such a hidden treasure in cooking with vegetables, and make vegetables actually really appealing and not just that thing you have to eat because it's good for you. And so by kind of eating vegetables as they grow, where they grow, and actually finding pleasure and value in eating where they grow and how they grow and when they grow, I think is going to make a beautiful way of going back to our roots, to eat better food and to have actually a better world. Big words, but it's true. I truly believe it's true. There is going to be very soon a blog post about farmers and sustaining and supporting local farmers and farmers markets in post-COVID-19 world. And I really can't wait to share all these things with you. And so I really want to, this is all that I got at the farmers market, and which means, and I don't say farmers market because it's cool. I know that we're lucky in California to have them, but I say farmers market because what you find at the farmers market, it's what's in season. You will never find, peaches was the first time. So in stores, you've been having maybe peaches and watermelons for weeks. So it's really about, so that's why I mentioned farmers market, because you know that what you find at the farmers market is in season. So this is all that I got at the farmers market, this beautiful kale. So what I'm going to do now, so let's get over with it. I'm going to turn the oven on so we can prepare our crostino. What I like to do when it comes to crostini and bruschetta is I want to grill the bread before. I want to grill the bread and then use the heat of the bread to melt whatever cheese there is on top. I don't want to grill the bread after I put things on top. So I'm going to start sauteing my kale. I have here a little bit of garlic that you're going to think, well, for one that doesn't like garlic, you're using a lot of garlic these days. Sorry, just a tiny bit that I'm just going to lightly press like this to open it slightly, and then I'm not even going to peel it. I'm just going to have, here it is. Okay, like this. I just opened it. Olive oil. Guys, this honey got really, really tough. Guys, how was your week? What did you do? What did you eat? And what do you think about involving actually an organization like Oxfam into what we're doing? We're probably going to have soon one expert coming on this show and talk to us.
Okay.
It's really, really cool.
This is great.
And so I really want to make this something that is useful for people, not just, I'm just going to chop some kale. It's more than just eating food. And especially because it comes during and after the pandemic. So as you can see, I'm just cutting the kale with a knife, not chopping. I mean, I could do the chopping, but it's all good. I just want to roughly chop it. Of course, you can chop, if you don't have kale, you can use spinach, chard, collards, spigariello. I haven't found spigariello in a long time.
There's collards.
You miss collards?
And
Okay.
let's find the southern way of making turnip greens.
Okay. The thing is that I can't find just the greens. You have to buy the turnips.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the turnips. You roast those, they're pretty good.
What's your favorite greens, guys? Man, you need to do the work though. You need to read. What's your favorite greens? Do you like kale? Do you like spinach? What's your favorite? To saute?
People are saying they had great weeks.
Yay.
They went camping. Amy Carey made her mom's veggie pot pie again yesterday. That sounds good. Eva Marie had to work at the hospital. Let me see. PJT Barnes, did you see, went to a 100-mile meal? Only stuff that was grown or raised within
Wow, that's amazing.
100
Yeah,
miles
I
of
love
home.
that.
And Matthew Battista ha detto che come said, as usual, great show, Alice.
Thank you. Is this on? Yeah, it is on. Oops.
My sister Rachel's here. Hi, Ray.
Hey, Rachel.
Veronica 414 1960 says that they were retired grain farmers.
Oh,
That
so
is
she
pretty
knows
cool.
all about it, I'm sure.
And E. Marie made your roasted carrots last week. And
Yay. Rachel and Jet actually made the blueberry muffins, right, Rachel?
I don't see yet.
Why is this thing not working? Ugh.
Let me see. Wait, what are you trying? Let me try it.
I mean,
I have
there's all the gas coming out.
I have the touch.
No, you don't have to touch. Yeah.
I do. I have the touch sometimes to make it not work. There it is.
What? Thank you.
I think maybe I read the instructions, but I didn't.
You
Somebody
didn't
told
read
me-
the instruction.
I never read instructions. Matt Di Battista said, come sempre grande show, Alice Alice, and asked how quarantine was and said, sono contento, qui in casa tanta musica specialmente, the Heartbreakers, ovviamente. What is ovviamente?
Obviously.
Obviously. Oh, okay. We only know what that means because we happen to be Italian speakers.
I'm also going to add some chili
Mona
flakes.
Griff said she just made the blueberry muffins. Shay Carey had a spa day with her 85-year-old mom who wants to look 50 again. And Lou Gold planted cherry tomatoes and bell peppers in pots.
Fantastic. Can't wait actually to start using our stuff.
Did you
because
tell those guys about your pepper experience? I know you said it somewhere on Instagram.
I talked about it on Instagram on a video. So what I like about this kale, by the way, is it called dino kale because it looks like dinosaur skin? Or like a dinosaur? That's why it's called dino kale?
Dino? I have no idea.
I love that it really keeps the crunch, which is great in a bruschetta.
Getting lots of spinach and broccoli both.
Spinach and broccoli? Okay.
Teresa says escarole.
Escarole, yeah. Love escarole.
Let me see. Marie says about the stove lighting.
Yeah?
Must be a Viking. We have the same issue with our stove.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Viking has such a
Come
great
back.
rep. And this is our second one. We have problems with the evenness of heating
Hate
with
it.
the old one, and this one is kind of driving me crazy.
But even the oven, sometimes the oven just doesn't turn on, and so you have all just the gas going.
Which is always fun.
Yeah.
The whole house smelled like gas last night, and I'm talking the kind that comes from the stove. Buffy and Lisa made a blackberry crisp pie.
Ooh.
Oh man, oh.
Oh, I want to share something with you because you will see it coming your way, and maybe even next week on the show. With the leftover of starter, yesterday I made bread and pizza, and with the leftover of the starter, I made a sourdough galette to make peach apricot galette. So I have 2 balls of dough in the freezer, and I think I'm gonna make it with you guys so we can see how they came out. So I'm just starting to slice my bread. This is today's bread. Very proud of it. You saw the pictures. Look at the beauty. Very, very proud of it. You know, I was telling Ben, I was really hurting it last night. My neck was hurting and my muscles, and I thought, I just made the bread, just made the pizza, and you know, to eat pizza yesterday, I started the dough Saturday to make bread. I started the day before, so it's it's a process, right? And you all know that because I think that 90% of us are actually making sourdough. But I told Ben this is really hard work, but God, it pays off. It really does pay off. I love it. I love making bread, but I think I need to slow down.
That bread is just bloody fantastic.
So I'm going to add some more oil. I'm going to add some chili flakes to this. I'll put them here. And then we can start grilling our bread. I love the chili flakes. The tomatoes, you know, I'm going to add it towards the end. Hi, Adria. The tomato I'm going to add towards the end because I like it very semi-raw, okay?
Adria, hey!
And I want some chili in here because imagine kale, pecorino, fresh bread, and chili flakes. That's it. This is our dinner, babe, by the way.
That sounds great to me.
How many of you guys are actually baking bread? It's hot.
And how many of you still fit in your pants?
5. Because now Catherine expects pizza every Sunday. And she actually knows how long it takes because she knows the name of the starter. She actually thanks the starter every time that we have pizza or bread. She says, thank you, Lucia. She wants to feed the starter. It's actually really beautiful to see her know where bread comes from and how bread is made. I find it, I don't know, very, very old-fashioned. Let me see. Cut some more. This is really a beautiful bread. I was very happy this morning. I was on Skype with my parents when I got it out. And so, are they baking, babe? Did you guys notice, by the way, his look?
They're baking. Teresa's baking bread for every day for 12 years. Well, okay. People are saying embrace the track pants. Let me see. People must be baking not bread, but cakes and pies. Cookie says she's gained 5 pounds. I don't know. People are baking scones and stuff. Something good is cooking in Mama Pinch's kitchen. I'll tell you, Adria, that is the truth. Clayton just ate tacos.
Our kale, I want the crunch. I'm gonna just have a. Oh, nice. Very salty. I'm gonna add the tomato.
Sherry's cooking.
Can you guys
bread.
see me? Yeah.
Sherry's baking bread, soft top raisin bread, and skillet English muffins. Whoa, share that recipe.
Sherry? Yeah, Sherry,
Yep.
please. Thank you so much for sharing the show on Twitter every time, Sherry. I really appreciate. And thank you to all of you guys that, you know, I really love you. I really wait the whole week to be here with all of you.
Angela Action just started baking since watching you, actually. Anna Marie is cooking more but not baking. Oh, go for it. Ooh, so I'm just waiting for banana to be ripe enough to make banana bread.
Do you remember the banana bread we had our baby moon in Maui, and
this has been pointed out. This is Tuscan kale.
Oh, Tuscan kale, yeah. But isn't it also called dino kale?
I don't know. You'll have to ask somebody.
Okay, the kale is basically ready. So let me tell you, the other things that I have cooked already, I'm going to show you now, is the chickpeas that I baked. I'll give you the exact recipe. Please try because it's delicious. And the carrots, I just sauteed the carrots with rosemary and
Rosemary who? Butler?
rosemary and some garlic. Remove the garlic. So here's our kale, super ready. Tomatoes, this is what I made the other day on the video, yesterday, I think. I think that being that it's Tuscan kale is perfect because I have pecorino toscano, which is it's different from the Romano. I find it a little bit less spicy, if you will. Very goaty, which I love. I really like the Toscano. I bought it because it was the only one that I could find the other day. Okay, here's our kale. Done it off.
Teresa says Tuscan kale and dino kale are the same thing.
Yeah, why is it called dino? Is it because of a dinosaur?
Probably just trying to be fancy. Is it called dino in other stores? It is Tuscan when they try to call it fancy.
Nice, perfect, and I love the hint of chili. So let's work with the first bruschetta, and then we move on to the next. But we're not gonna try. No,
What's
Crostino.
the difference?
I think the bruschetta is really the classic with tomato and balsamic. Crostino is anything. Crostino means little crust. Okay, so it's basically anything as a. This is the vessel of. Can it be a crostino? Look at this bread. Oh my god.
Sherry says dino kale has the largest leaf.
Oh, okay.
Teresa says though it's because it looks like dino skin, which is
Right?
possible for both to be true.
Okay, so I'm gonna start.
Cookie says a guy named Barney grows it.
Um,
Very funny, Cookie.
I'm going to start. I'm gonna make small ones because this is, and then this is gonna be our dinner, by the way, babe. Let's start with the first.
that's
I'm going
yours,
to
you okay?
grill it, just every piece, because I want the bread to be warm. So let's just broil this small. What should we do? Or the bigger one. Here it is. Let's broil this bread. Yesterday I made crostini on the grill, and it was just put some oil. Not really necessary. There's gonna be plenty of fat, but let's broil it for a while. I'm itching. So while we wait for the bread for the first crostino, I'm going to tell you exactly how to make these roasted chickpeas and navy beans. Let me do two things here, you guys.
Peyton likes sandals.
Huh? Thank you. You know, I got these sandals from a small Italian store in my little tiny hometown. Not fancy at all. Super comfortable though. Yeah, at that place with my mom. Do you remember that I got that my mom and I got the same ones? It's called
Didn't we get some stuff for Catherine there?
yeah, we got beautiful stuff for Catherine.
And I got some reading glasses that I promptly broke.
So really no designer, no, not just super comfortable shoes. So the bread is in there. I'll tell you exactly what I did here. So these, can you see them very well? I really want to stress the importance of this because this is made entirely with pantry items. So 1 can of garbanzo beans, 1 can of navy beans, any white bean. I have put them in a baking dish with plenty of olive oil, salt, and then a good abundant handful of parsley, basil, mint, thyme, and rosemary. Chop very finely, put it in, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Plenty of salt, plenty of pepper, dress everything very well. Put it in the oven at 400 for 10-15 minutes until they're very dry. We're gonna mash these. They are fantastic. They are amazing. So I'm gonna heat them up just a tiny bit because it's gonna be easier to mash. This is ridiculous. Please try. We all have these ingredients in them. And play with the herbs. You know, if you don't have the same herbs that I use, you know, play with it. Oh, I added some chives too.
What kind of salt?
I used the Malton salt flakes.
Well, somebody said they just got them and they never even knew about them before you. Cake for breakfast, absolutely, you better believe it. And boy, was it good. Now you got navy beans in there.
Yeah, because it was, but you can use, I mean, the idea was actually to use just chickpeas, but I didn't have enough chickpeas, so I had navy beans. You can use cannellini, you can just use chickpeas, so.
Can you use army beans?
I think so. I think they're the same.
No.
Ben, I know this was a joke. Jeez.
I looked it up. They're called navy beans because they used to eat a lot of them in the Navy.
Okay, I'm gonna just heat this up a tiny bit. Let's complete the first one. I'm gonna pair this with plenty of olive oil. So when you mash it now, you will see that we're going to add even more olive oil because it's beautiful to have the raw olive oil and salt flakes on it. Then here we have ricotta. Why do we have ricotta?
We have ricotta because you're going to use
Oh,
it
you
for
know what?
something.
Because I'm actually going to do something with fava beans. I decided that I will. Oh, perfect. Oh.
And no
Where's
Silence
the
of the
nose?
Lambs jokes, please. Don't want to hear a word about him.
Woo!
Ooh, they're toasty.
They're
Want to
toasted.
make some less toasty?
No, I think it's perfect. It's a crostino crust.
You called them
Okay,
blackened and you charge more for them.
Let's do this. Let's complete the first one, okay? I'm gonna get closer to you guys. And then we're going to leave it there, rest, and we're gonna try everything together at the end. So Ben, I know that you were hoping, probably you should use tongs to do this.
All I can't get over fast this morning is the fact that this morning Sherry had chocolate chip ice cream and Cheetos for breakfast.
You?
Sherry.
Ooh, Sherry. Very decadent.
And Beach Girl is pointing out, a couple people are pointing out that ceci equals
Yeah.
garbanzo
Yeah.
equals chickpeas. I'm wondering if there's a link between chickpeas and ceci. And they're also being pointed out that it's, other people are pointing this out. And somebody said garbanzo beans were used in Silence of the Lambs. No, they weren't. Catherine's tongs. That's right. Catherine's tongs.
No, I bought grown-up ones.
I know you did, but you know,
Aren't you happy? Now, why do
I kind of missed these.
Yeah, for those who have not followed, I know what you're doing.
She was using these.
I was using Catherine's tongs. So, we have the pecorino. Now, everything is warm, so this is really gonna melt. Can you guys see me? Yeah. This is gonna melt.
Oh, Cookie's excited about the blue cheese, and so am I.
Me too, actually. You actually could slice it with a mandolin. The mandolin is there and it's hard for me to reach.
Show a mandolin to people so they know what you're talking about.
They know what a mandolin. Okay, who doesn't know? Who doesn't know what a mandolin is?
Not the musical instrument.
I noticed that the reason why I changed on the video the other day I made this with goat brie. I noticed that it was a little too strong and it really hit the kale flavor. Okay, so our first crostini. Look at how beautiful. You can actually, I like the idea of positioning the pecorino all around very nicely with your hand, like a precision.
Peyton says she
Now-
doesn't. Doesn't what? I don't know.
Let's move to next mash. We're gonna just heat these up in the microwave for like 30 seconds. So, very excited about that. We're gonna top this with the carrots, but we can easily top this with I have Persian cucumber. It's gonna be very Mediterranean. It's going to be very Middle Eastern. But with the basil and the rosemary, there is actually quite an Italian touch to it, which, I mean, why not, right? Ooh, it smells so good. I'm gonna heat it up just a little bit more.
Go ahead later.
She went on a walk. So, I'm making small crostini. We're having the bigger ones for dinner. Now, if this is your dinner, load them up. Okay? If it's an appetizer, you can go a little bit lighter.
But we're having them for dinner.
Okay, yeah, so this is just to try. And actually, I would ask you then to take a picture with your phone before we try them, okay? So because then we're gonna eat them. So, can you see me? Yeah. Just gonna put a nice mash. This is gonna really surprise you. And roasting them in the oven really gives that Middle Eastern flavor. I think it's more that than the paprika. So it's a little bit hard now. When I mashed them the first time, they were super warm from the oven, And they tend to dry a lot when you dry them, which is totally fine because now we're going to wet them with plenty of olive oil. This is going to be a surprising flavor. I mean, at least it was for me. I wasn't expecting, it was an experiment. I wasn't expecting to like it so much.
You know why this house reminds you of Tuscany?
Huh?
You know why this house makes you think you're in Italy?
Why?
The way the sunlight hits the leaves, it looks like a Da Vinci painting.
Oh.
For real.
So, what are our friends saying?
Our friends are saying someone bought a mandolin and promptly sliced the finger on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Peyton says that it's what Ricky Skaggs plays. Peyton, hush. And many people have pointed back out what it is.
So, see, people know what a mandolin is.
Somebody says that their husband threw away their mandolin. And no, that would be your banjo. E. Marie thinks it looks amazing. I know it does. I want some. I do.
Where is this? Oh, ricotta. At first I wanted to use the ricotta with the peaches, but then I thought, no, we have blue cheese. We need to no, because we need to experiment with blue cheese. Salt. I like to really find these flakes when I eat this mash. Okay, I think it's really part of.
Runhard says her mom just told her test came back negative.
Oh,
yay!
Fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. Oops. Sometimes I find myself talking like oopsie doopsie, like I'm talking to a child all the time.
Well, you're talking to me all the time. And you're talking to yourself all the time. So.
It doesn't have to be super, it's nice to find some pieces if you want. There's really no, but the important step is really not to, can I have a piece of paper towel, please? The important step is really not to skip the roasting in the oven. And don't worry, I know that I'm putting a lot of oil, but it's like a spread, and now I'm gonna try it just to make sure that it's enough salt. You can add chili flakes to here as well. I really just I bought this smoked paprika with a lot of other spices from this little store in Santa Barbara I ordered. It's one of the stores that I'm really trying to support, and it's called Vices and Spices, and they have really good quality spices. So I got this smoked paprika. Nice. Ooh, that's so good. This is so good.
Oh, that stuff. I got a little hint of that earlier today and did it.
Right? We tried it for lunch because I wanted to make sure that it actually was good. And also I needed to make some lunch. Nice. The smoked paprika, just give that hint. Would you put that in the food processor? Yeah. I like that when you make it, when you do it by hand, it's more, actually, you can get the chunks in the food processor too. Sure, why not? Lately, I'm really enjoying doing things by hand. Even the other day that I made the pie crust for the galette, I don't know. I'm really enjoying making things by hand. But yeah, absolutely. I think absolutely so.
People are saying that
you can in between when you put it in your mouth, you have that good olive oil, the spices, the creaminess, and then you have that crunch of the salt. It's amazing. So, let's compose the second one.
Veronica said that she there's so many distractions in her house. Don't they realize it's Monday with Alice? And a couple people said, "Hey, I hide so that I can watch it without anybody bothering me."
Thank you, guys. Today I was afraid that we had missed the anniversary of the show. It's been almost a year. June 24th will be 1 year doing this. Can you believe it? 1 year. 1 year together every Monday.
Who's that? Aha! I know who that is.
1 year together, you guys. we're gonna find the salt at any store. And the smoked paprika, I got it at this store, at this spice store. They have spices and teas. It's called Spices and Vices in Santa Barbara. That's where I order from. And it's a small mom and pop that I want to support. So, hi, Ursabed. Yeah, can you believe 1 year together? And all of you were here from the beginning. So, load it up more or less. I'm going to top it with, I know that I'm putting fingers in my mouth. Ciao, amore mio. Ciao, patatina.
What do you got to say,
I'm
sweetheart?
going to put some carrots. And actually, one, it can really be done with some Persian cucumber. I think it's going to be beautiful. Ciao, amore.
Ciao.
Ciao, patatina. We did a hi, guys.
Hi guys. They're weird.
There was a wizard.
There was a wizard.
When she rang the doorbell, the little door up top opened and the voice said, "The wizard will see you."
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
This is Pepe.
Pepe, bravissima, amore.
Pepe, sì. Un po' di pepe.
Number 2.
Anche. Oh, there's 2 of them now.
Number 2. When I move to number 3, I would do 4. I know that I said it.
I'm
trees,
not stopping you.
But, so, this is going to be for later. Hey, Elise.
Everybody says
Hi.
hi guys to you, Kathy.
You want to say hi, guys, Elise?
Hi guys.
Elise says hi, guys.
Elise says it with a little bit less enthusiasm than
Now.
Kathleen.
A good thing. So, now, let me tell you what I have here. Fava beans. I shell them, boil them in salted water for 2 minutes. No more than that, 2 minutes, okay?
No, ask. How do we
Fava
ask? How do we
Fava
ask?
beans.
How do
And
we
then
ask?
I shell them with my hands when they're still hot. No more to say
How do we ask if we can see?
And it's it. There's nothing on it. Gonna do it now. Okay? So,
What's it so?
so, Mama says so.
Mama said so.
Before we do it, look, all the vegetables were there.
So
All
if
the
you have the luck to
vegetables
find
are
some fava beans, you guys, boil them for 2 minutes in salted water, and then boil them for 2 minutes. Then shell, of course, from the big shell, and then just it's gonna be very easy to just remove the peel, like that. You will get this beautiful green bean that is tender. It's so good that you actually don't have to put anything in here. It's that good.
Are you answering the question about what were the spices in the carrots? There was that question.
Oh no, I missed that. In the carrots, we just salt, olive oil, garlic, just the whole clove, and then I've removed it. I mean, it's still here. And then one sprig of rosemary, but not chopped, whole. And then I've removed it. So it just gave that light hint. Now, these fava beans are seriously so good. You could just eat them like this. They lose that bitterness of they keep some of the bitterness, but I don't know, they're just perfect. And they're still crunchy because you've just cooked them for 2 minutes. Just the time to remove the peel. And then, of course, you can, when you have these, you can either saute them with some onion, add some broth, and puree them and have a beautiful fava bean puree. You can make a stew and then make them use them for pasta. Make a salad with this. No, fava beans are actually a little bit bitter. They're bitter. They're not edamame. The flavor is different. It's really, I think it's its own thing, right? Fava beans.
Well, they were cooked.
Slightly cooked. It's the ones that you ate today.
Oh, I love those.
I actually, when I'm fresh, I eat them raw with some pecorino cheese on top. Your hair looks gorgeous. Oh, thank you. No,
Thank
I didn't
you.
get it done.
Thank you.
No. I wish. Look at this. Guys, look at my roots. No. Don't go. I will stay home. And like all of us, no hair, no nails, no nothing. But thank you. No, so I didn't get it done. I did it myself. Oops. I worked out and that's it. Using the cheap shampoo, by the way. Puree di fava, esatto. Can you get fava beans frozen? I could never find them. I found them dry but never frozen actually here. Tracy, yeah, thank you, ombre. I know, okay guys, this is women stuff, but my nails are brilliant. Like, my nails are really falling apart. Oh, Peyton, your press-on nails fell apart. I'm sorry, but they lasted a long time.
Margaret's husband said you're pretty. Me?
I need a fork.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much.
So let's move to the third one, and then the big star of the night.
Purè di fave.
So we're gonna use here some sheep ricotta. That is very watery. I'm just gonna get rid of some water.
Did you explain that faves are not like edamame,
Yeah.
although they look similar?
Yeah. So I love sheep ricotta. I love sheep milk, as you can tell. This is too hot.
What about, where'd you get your pretty new apron?
This brand new apron is from William and Sonoma. And Catherine's too, actually. I got it both from there. I got my tongs, my apron, my tablecloth, and not an ad, by the way. But again, if William and Sonoma wants to promote, yeah, sure. No, I got everything from William and Sonoma. And it's called Sicily. I thought it was very Sicilian. So I'm putting here my sheep ricotta. Now, I like the idea of really having this very rustic, which means, you could mix this ricotta with something, with olive oil, or I like the idea of pure sheep flavor. Now,
So this isn't the Kite Hill.
no, this is sheep ricotta. The bellflower. Can you look at that in the trash?
You want me to dig through the trash?
In the recycle. In the recycle.
Bellwether Farms.
Huh?
Bellwether Farms.
Bellwether Farms.
Sheep whey.
Isn't it
Ended
wheat?
sheep whey ricotta.
Isn't it wheat ricotta? Whey?
Whey.
So,
Whey.
load it up with fava beans. Now, I'm gonna make double cheese on here.
William
Tiny bit of
Sonoma
it.
needs to pay you, says Peyton.
Yeah.
Because she was afraid to walk in before you mentioned him. Now, Bike Lover Susie said, I just ordered for the first time from them, but did you order for the first time from Bell'Italia or from William Sonoma? Let me see.
So, double cheese here, double pecorino, ricotta di pecora, sheep ricotta, and fava beans are really amazing with pecorino cheese, okay? So, now I'm gonna put our cheese. I'm gonna drizzle with olive oil. Now, if you have fresh thyme, I do have it. Don't really wanna go out there and, because I'm with you, but fresh thyme here. Now,
Do you want me to go
a
get it?
drizzle of olive oil. A little big drizzle. Salt flakes.
Downpour.
I'm so excited about this. They look beautiful. Salt flakes.
Bellissima.
Be abandoned with the salt flakes. We really want to taste it, okay? Pepper. And also this pepper, look at this. This is rainbow gourmet pepper. Got it from the same place, Vices and Spices. Beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Look. 3. We're going to get to dessert, then we're going to try everything.
Three.
You take a photo with your
What's
phone.
the dessert?
Well, the peach and the blue cheese.
I don't want to take a picture with my. This woman does not like the way I take pictures.
Not of me. Later of this. When I added the
You
when I add
still don't
no
like the
wait
way-
when I add the last one, my
I
love.
want to take it now.
Okay. Take it. No. This is gonna need to be posted. Like take us a good one.
I want to take it anyway. It doesn't have to be good.
No,
It just has to be
I don't
nice.
like that.
Well, it's for me. Domestic bliss.
I'm going to take my photo myself. Okay, so we have the 3 savory. Let's go and work on our sweet one, okay? I only have big bread. Probably should have used the big one. Anyway. Okay, so let's start by grilling our bread. Not gonna put
Hello,
oil.
Sylvia and JC.
Ooh.
Better late than never.
Now, our bread is gonna grill. No olive oil in here. Now, these peaches are the first of the season, as I mentioned. So, I think they could be a little sweeter. They're not bad at all. But they're the first of the season, so the season is to get into. Now, I have a nectarine and a peach. I'm going to try which one is sweeter to work on our brisket. Oh, there's even that.
Raquelita, did you check out? I think we may have lost one.
It's actually very nice. This peach, white peach, very nice. Lovely. So, what did we say? Blue cheese, peach, amaretti, and honey. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for. This is the mountain blue cheese. It's actually really good blue cheese. It's a mountain blue, half goat, half cow. Pasteurized cow and goat. Got this from Whole Foods. Little pricey, but I wanted to try it. What was the splurge of the day? Now, let me see.
Let me see now.
Guys, it's 10 to 6 again.
Babe,
This is unbelievable.
every day 10 to 6 rolls around,
No, but
whether we're doing a show or not.
you guys, this goes by too fast.
Well, you can make it longer.
No, it shows. But right? Am I right?
No, you pace it just right. This is great. Okay.
I'm
A
waiting
shout
for
out
the-
for E. Marie.
Why?
It is National Nurses Week
Oh.
starting the 6th. Rachel, I thought you checked out as in you split. You're still here. I'm so happy.
Kathy, I'm not done yet.
So salute to the nurses. It is National Nurses Week starting in a couple of days, which means it'll still be this week. So, Raquelita, I thought you had departed hence the room. Have we seen the huge Asian hornets? Actually, they're featured on the show next week.
The what?
Broiled and drizzled with pureed wasps.
What are you talking about?
Killer hornets, murder hornets. It is peach season in Georgia, and first peaches came in yesterday here.
Oh, see? It's spring.
I can't even run for 1 hour, much less a second hour. My back is too bad for running. Let me see.
Checking on my bread. Because I need this to be toasted. But you know, when it comes to. It's interesting because when you don't put olive oil in it, it does toast in a different way. So it's getting there. So we said peaches, honey. Okay, let me make sure that this honey is. I heated up this honey because it was very crystallized, and so I wanted more like of a smooth thing. But now it's become a. It's really good though. I love this honey, but I don't know why. I think it was very old.
Did
and
you
it
heat it up?
crystallized? Yeah. I don't know if I was.
Do I heat it again?
You know what? I'll heat it up again. Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to eat. Let's see. They still have a little snow in the upper.
Woo!
Did you burn them again?
Woo!
Babe, this isn't a Cajun restaurant. Add butter, it'll smooth it out. Honey never rots. This is true. Want to add some butter, sweetheart?
No, I'm just gonna heat up a little because I need it warm anyway. But I'm wondering, why does it crystallize? Do you guys have answers for me?
I'm sure they do, but you know what? We really do want to thank all the nurses. Good
Yes,
Lord.
I wanna, no, seriously. The courage that it takes to do what they do, it's, and also because the nurses don't have the high status of doctors, and they do all the work. I mean, they do all the, not that doctors don't do it, but you know what I mean? You know, a nurse doesn't have the same, in everyday life, the same status of a doctor, and God bless nurses. You know, I will never forget the nurse that took care of my grandfather when he was dying, and you know, it's pure calling what you guys do. So, thank you for that. Here's our bread.
Regarding the honey, we got some comments that it was stored too hot or too warm.
But somebody said it has to be stored below 105 degrees. It has been stored below 105 degrees, believe me.
Now, blue cheese. What I'm going to do, I'm going to,
Rachel's still here and loving it.
oops. This is really, calling this blue cheese doesn't really do justice to this cheese because this is almost a gourmet between gorgonzola, sweet gorgonzola with mascarpone.
I just lost the picture.
Is
I just lost the picture. Is your phone still working?
yeah.
Everybody got the picture? My screen just went black. I'm going to check out and check back in.
So
Nope, here you are.
now let's slice our peaches. I'm so excited about this. So this is a not too sweet dessert. This is something that you can serve instead of the final course of cheese. You know, you have cheese and fruit. This is a play on a very fancy and yet rustic play on cheese and fruit. I think that with blue cheese is really going to be nice. I always love when in one of those food shows they have them in the baking championship, they have them play with blue cheese or some weird cheese.
Okay, some people don't have the picture. I would say I lost it for a second, but I logged out and logged back in. Like I closed it and then I reopened it and I got the picture fine.
Someone says I can only hear, huh?
Right, so like I said, so close it, open it, and that's how I got it back. Or you can just, it's like silent movies.
Picture's back.
Actually, it's like radio.
Okay,
Silent
now
movies know it.
we have this. Ooh, it's also. What did we say we're gonna do? You know what? I'm going to drizzle the honey and then put the amaretti cookie snaps. These amaretti,
You peeled the peach.
no, I didn't. I like the peel. I washed it. So my honey, the amaretti. These I actually find at the store. I find these at Gelson's. I really like this brand actually, but I don't shop at Gelson's often, and so I mostly go there for the amaretti. But what what I love, and you can find them at Bella Italia food store. You can find them from Italy, I believe. Italy. Italy.
When you say Italy, it sounds like Italy anyway, so I'm saying Italy.
Nice drizzle. So this is Lazzaroni. I love this brand.
Rice-A-Roni?
And they're so light. It's made with apricot kernels and egg whites. They're very.
I thought you were cracking an egg over that thing.
And this is our dessert. So Ben, can you come here? I want to take a picture of all of them. I mean,
Maybe
maybe.
wants you to have your own frozen line like Linda McCartney.
Why don't I? What?
You need to take a picture, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture.
Peyton wants you to have your own frozen food line so she can have your food anytime. Then it wouldn't be fresh.
Ooh, okay. Now, give me the phone so that I can take a nice picture.
Do you want to take a square one so you can post it like squared? Cozy? Or do you want to portrait it?
I don't understand all this newfangled photography stuff. I don't know why you don't just paint a watercolor. It takes the same amount of time.
Back home, we used to paint a take a picture, it'll last longer.
Ben, it's creepy.
No, it isn't. Here's how we talk. Alice thinks a southern accent is creepy. I have no idea why. What are you doing?
My phone really takes better pictures.
You know, there's nothing says exciting cinema, nothing says engaging TV like TV of somebody taking a picture.
Go back online so they can read it because it's time to try. I'm so excited about these.
Hey, did you find the lamb?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Benny.
Okay, Ben, go back online And let's try.
Sono qui.
Amore, ora di provare.
We get so
Guarda.
the accents are beautiful.
Guarda.
I get accused of sounding like Forrest Gump.
Okay,
Well,
so which one do we try
Tom Hanks
first?
fan.
Which one do we try first?
This one.
This one?
You can't tie this. You can't tie it.
Piccola bimba con la What are you doing?
This for you, Mama.
Grazie, amore. Did she like the garbanzo beans? No?
No.
Eat carrot and tofu.
Carrots and tofu. Okay.
Let's go. That's it.
No, you're breaking it. You're breaking it. No.
Awful.
You can take a smaller bite, though.
Oh, it was so good. It was really good. This is the one that I tried earlier. It was great. This is really great.
Yeah. Number one, go on.
I'm chewing, so I'm covering my mouth with my
Number two,
Okay.
fava beans, ricotta and pecorino. Okay?
Do it. What is that? Fava beans? Okay.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great.
It's really good.
That's really
Very
great.
nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
That's my favorite so far.
Kale, saute kale, fresh tomatoes, and pecorino cheese. And chili flakes.
Chili flakes?
Perfect. Yes.
That's really good. They're all very different.
Okay.
There's a 4-course meal over here.
Whew.
Oh, really good, babe.
Now let's clean our palate.
With a palate knife?
Hi, coffee first. I love you, coffee first.
We're eating like the Galloping Gourmet. I never saw the Galloping.
Now, are you ready
What
for
you got
this?
me?
I am. This is hardcore goodness.
It is granola with sliced apple and diced pear. Is that what it is?
Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. This.
Okay. I'll let
Whoa! It's like,
you- Yeah, this is a masterpiece.
it's like you bite, you have the amaretti, and then you go and you have the tartness of the peach, and the
This is a
sweetness,
masterpiece.
and then at the bottom, you have this punch of the blue cheese. It's like, wow, this is a masterpiece, you guys.
Did you plan it like this or did you?
No,
Okay.
but I'll tell you what happened. I tasted the blue cheese and I thought, peach and amaretto. I love, wow,
Shelly, this is really, really good. You need to try it.
home run.
This is really, really good.
So good. Please try. Please, please, please.
Yeah, please.
Guys,
That's
listen.
really, really great.
Thank you so much for another beautiful show. I loved it. I hope you had fun. This is absolutely delicious. See how easy it is? Find fresh ingredients, whatever they are, and put them on a piece of bread. Basically, that's the bottom line. And if you're adventurous,
Perhaps we can
mix
call it
things,
a sandwich. No, that would take 2 pieces of bread.
Yeah, and there's something, I like the crostino thing. I find it has layers, that it's like layers of flavor, kale, tomato, cheese on top, pecorino, I don't know.
And especially
We have
bread.
we have 37 minutes. I love you guys, for
Minutes?
real. Thank you so much. And please try and make this and let me know. Thank you to all of you who shared your
Thanks,
your recipes with me on the stories. I share them, the ones that I saw. If you try and make one of these, please tag me, let me know. thank you for being here from day one. Really, we're approaching the anniversary and no, tickle me. Don't tickle me.
Very ticklish.
Guys,